What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Raymond Tackle Forever. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm back with another video, but before I get into that video, I'd like to take a moment to remind everyone to check out the playlist that I leave in the description box. Make sure you click on it, scroll through them videos, and then catch your attention. Make sure you watch them, leave me some comments, leave me some thumbs up. Today I'm back with a review. I'm doing a review of the Netflix Jeffrey Dahmer movie. Well, it's not really a movie, it's a TV series of 10 episodes. Jeffrey Dahmer, this situation, this tragedy happened when I was a little kid. I was like 8 years old. I think it started in 88 and it ended in 90, 91. So from 88, I was 8 years old. 90, 91, 90, I was 10 years old. And 91, I was 11 years old. So I don't really recall it like that. But I will say, I did take the time to watch this to the end. It's a lot of videos on this situation on YouTube. I haven't checked many of the videos out. I will listen to all the he say, she say that was being said about the movie and whatnot to the series. So I took the time to watch it myself. I watched the first episode when I first found it on Netflix. And then when I seen it was individual episode, it was 10 episodes together. So well, I went into the weekend to watch the rest on my relaxing after I did all my important stuff. I gotta say, it's a very interesting series. Very interesting. I mean, I gotta say, Jeffrey Dahmer had a I ain't gonna say trouble, but came in and grew up in a dysfunctional household. But you know, you can't use that as an excuse for a grown-up's action because they grew up in a dysfunctional household. You know, we just like me, I grew up in a dysfunctional household, but you don't see me out here doing things of that nature. You know what I mean? A lot of people in America and the world growed up in a dysfunctional household. You can only use that excuse for so long. I feel like once you become an adult, 18, 21, once you hit 21, you're fully grown. So therefore, from 21 until the day you die, you can't use that excuse you grew up in a dysfunctional household. You didn't now responsible for your own decisions because you had that choice, that mindset, where you should have that mindset that your past don't determine who you are today. You know what I mean? You had a rough upbringing, but it's up to us as individuals to change that. You know what I mean? I gotta say, this show really caught me off guard. Like I didn't know the details after watching. I'm like, wow, I didn't like a lot of the gay scenes. I ain't gonna say gay. A lot of the same-sex scenes in it, like a lot of the man and man sex scenes. I had to turn my head on. Like it really had me like, whoa. Like I didn't know all this would be in this series. I didn't know that that's what he was about. That was his sexuality and whatnot. And I feel like a lot of people not watching because of that, because of the gay scenes in it, or because of the man and man sexual scenes in it. But like I tell them, you know, you gotta understand things has changed a lot. Back then, in the 80s and the 90s, people was an outcast for being gay. You know, the world just now becoming more open to it now as of the new millennium, meaning 2000 up. The world is now more acceptable today of the LGBT community than what it was in the 80s and the 90s. You know, I gotta say, it really opened my eyes up. Like it really gave me, I guess I say, all the details of it. I won't say all of it based on the true story, but I will say it gave me a bigger picture of the situation. Because as I said, I was 8 years old when it started. I guess when it was in the news real big back then in the 88. And then when he got arrested in 90 or 91, I was 10, 11 years old. I really wasn't keeping up with things of this nature back then. You know, but I got to say, I will admit, man, a lot of people should be arrested behind this whole tragedy, this whole case, this whole situation. You know what I mean? If everything is true that was in the Netflix series, that whole police force need to be fired. I'm just being honest. I mean, fired If they already retired, they need to lose all their benefits, everything. They need to be stripped of everything, because that neighbor called the police that many times and they ignored it because he was gay, because he was into having sex with other men. They let all these murders take place. I feel like they just as guilty as he is. They just as guilty as Jeffrey Dahmer from 3 different states. 3 different states this man was doing this. You know what I mean? It really opened my eyes. Like, he won't drugging everybody in all 3 states. But the other 2 states he was really, you know what I mean, really doing the most. And I gotta say, a lot of them officers should be under charges about that. A lot of them, because all these murders could have been prevented. You know, when he was taking them to the club, the little hookup spot for people that had said, I can't remember the name of it. Even that, the owner was pointing them out, and the police still wasn't going out there, all because he was into having sex with men. When they come to his house and say something like, when they did a search in his house, they didn't really say, they just looked around like, that's it, you know. They would have been turning on lights and looking on the thing. They'd have been found the evidence that had a reason to arrest him a long time ago. You know, I'm surprised that when he got kicked out of the military, they didn't arrest him for that then. You know, like, it goes on and it makes me have a lot of questions. It makes me have a lot of questions. But I will say, due to situations like that, tragedies like that, that is what led to everything that's going on now. You know what I mean? That's what led to everything going on now. Just in a different form. Just in a different form. Like, the story really, it really touched me like, wow. It really had me like, wow. You know, it really had me lost for words in a lot of ways. Like, really, really lost for words on the Jeffrey Dahmer story. Why did Netflix choose to do this story? I have no idea. I'm sure people do things for a reason. I just like, I'm watching like, yo, this like, it really had me tuned in to see how he got caught. Like, it's 2 murders that really, it really had me tuned in to see how he got caught. How long we're gonna go on until they finally arrest him and he don't get out. He did time a few times before, you know, but never for those charges. And it's like, it had me like, wow. It was like, wow, like, you know, and 2 of the murders had me like, it really had me lost for real. Like, I'm screaming at the TV like, yo, do you not see this? Do you not look at, I mean, I was really tuned in, cussing the TV out, cussing the police out at the TV. You know what I mean? Because of the decisions they were making. You know, especially the scene when they used some old footage from back then, when it all was going down, when it all was during that time. That's also in the Netflix series. I mean, like, they really did. I would say they really did their research and got everything they needed. Really put this Netflix series together. You know, and just in hearing what that police told the neighbor on the phone had me like, what? Did he actually say that? I mean, I'm literally rewinding this multiple times just to make sure I heard what I thought I heard. You know what I mean? Like, I was really in tune to this series. Like, it really had me like lost for words. Like, that's why I say all them police officers, every cop that answered the calls, even when they were doing the checkup, the follow-ups, yes, all of that should have been, all of them to answer them calls. They got it on recording. Go get those old recordings and charge all of them. All of those officers should lose all their benefits, should be penalized. They should be punished. They deserve to be punished as well. Because they're just in the wrong just as much as Jeffrey Dahmer was. Because if they would have acted the way an officer supposed to act, then I believe a lot of those murders would have been avoided. He'd have been off the streets a long time ago, way before the murders got out of hand. The way they was. That's in my opinion. That's how I feel. like I said, 2 of the murders really caught me off guard. You know, I thought they was the one that gonna get away. You know, and what else also surprised me about it is how every time he got caught up or someone blacklisted him somewhere, he stand there so calm. He stood there so calm, like it was no big deal. He was mad. He might hit the wall or whatever, but he was mad, but he didn't react right away. You know what I mean? The victims that got away, because there's more than one that got away. Thank God, you know, especially the one that got away, thanks to his grandmother. Lucky for Dahmer, his grandma would have stayed in the bed and just and back down from all his yelling and screaming he was doing. You know what I mean? I believe one of the person wouldn't have got away. But even the one that got away, when he seen Jeffrey Dahmer around the city hooking up with other males, you know, he stopped. I always stopped and said something. You know, I give the man his props for that, you know. I give the man his props for that. And Jeffrey Dahmer standing looking crazy, like, you gonna believe, you know, who you gonna believe? You know, his reaction to it. Even at times he got arrested, his reaction was like, you know, like he was just dumbfounded, basically. Dumbfounded in a way, if that's the right word to use, but it's like he was just dumbfounded. Like, this is really took me by surprise. It really took me by surprise. And I agree with the neighbor. I agree with the neighbor. She did an article recently saying that the lady in this Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix series that play her look identical like her, same hairstyle, everything, just more up to date. You know, look more up to date. And you know, she said she didn't watch after seeing herself. After watching the first episode, she couldn't watch it because she actually lived it, and it brought back all her feelings, emotion. I'm pretty sure all the families that was affected by this tragedy, by this I don't know what to call it, this situation. I'm pretty sure they not watching it because their emotions kicking in. They still feel some type of way about it because they lost a loved one. So when they care about deeply, they lost their child, their brother, their uncle, their dad. You know what I mean? They lost someone important to their life that they can't get back. And now here's Netflix reminding them of that horror, you know, through this series. And I also agree with that lady that I agree with the neighbor that a portion of the proceedings from this Netflix series been #1 on Netflix for some weeks now. Those families deserve a portion of the money this series made. I agree with her because they're the one that lived it. You know what I mean? They're the one that went through it. So I totally agree with her when she said that. She said she's well off, she's good with her life, but the family behind that tragedy, this situation, that deserves a portion of the money this Netflix series bringing in. Like, this is the most watched series on YouTube. I mean, on Netflix. For weeks now, over a month now. And therefore, yeah, all the family do deserve a portion of the money this movie bringing in, this series bringing in. I don't know if Netflix, I don't know why I keep saying YouTube, but I don't know if Netflix feel the same way. Hopefully they do. Let's keep our fingers crossed that they do. Hopefully Netflix plans to donate a big portion, a good cut of the funds that came in for this Netflix series to the family that were affected by this situation. That's my review. I don't give it a no thumbs up to say I don't want to say it's a good series to watch, but it really is a touching series to watch. It's a touching series to watch. And I don't know how many of y'all was around when this situation took place, but if you want to know more about it, I would say watch it. Watch it, just speak your mind on it. You know, that way when you around people and they talking about it, you can put your input in. Because after I told my manager, my manager on my day job can ask me day after day, have you watched it yet? Have you finished the Jeffrey Dahmer story on Netflix? And when I told her, yeah, we had a long conversation for like 2 hours. And then everybody else went and put their input that was old enough to remember it from back then. You know, like me, it's only 2 people in my day job that actually seen it to the end. My family said they won't watch it because they're not with seeing all the little gay scenes in it. Which I understand, me, everyone feel how they feel. You know, but just because you watch this series, that don't make you gay. Just because you watch this series and see all the sex scene between 2 men, that don't make you gay. That don't make you gay. You might want to turn your head like I did. I'm pretty sure any straight man would turn their head on the gay scenes in this series, but at the same time, it don't make you gay. It don't make you gay. You know, I just want to clear that. It's just crazy the way the world think. It's crazy the way the world think about something like that, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion. These are mine. This is Raymond. This is my review of the Netflix series Jeffrey Dahmer. For a shout out in my shout out video the last Sunday in October, tell me in the comment, have you seen the Netflix Jeffrey Dahmer series? If you have, what did you think of it? If you haven't seen it, let me know in the comment, would you watch it? Let me know in the comments, and I'll give you a shout out in my shout out video the last Sunday in October. If you like my review of the Netflix series, remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Make sure you turn on post bell notifications. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Also, make sure you click on that link in the description box. Check out those reviews. If any don't catch your attention, make sure you watch them. Leave me some comments, leave me some thumbs up, and share the playlist. And I'll see y'all in my next vlog.